Hello, myself T. Kaushik Reddy from CACA, and my roll number is 229518050, and my tech talk topic for cybersecurity is evolution of Wi-Fi protected access, security challenges. So yeah, let's get started with the introduction or whatever it may be in the next one. Sure, yeah, there is an introduction to the Wi-Fi security. So in today's digital landscape, securing Wi-Fi networks is crucial as they connect numerous devices in homes, offices, and public spaces. Historically, early wireless security measures like wired equivalent privacy, that is WEP, aimed to provide a level of security compared to wide network. However, they were fundamentally flawed and vulnerable to attacks. The transition to more robust protocols such as Wi-Fi protected access, WPA, WPA2, and the latest WPA3 are necessary to address these vulnerabilities as wireless networks are inherently more susceptible to threats like eavesdropping, man-in-the-middle attacks, and rogue access points. Implementing strong security measures is essential for protecting sensitive data and ensuring the integrity and privacy of communication in an increasingly connected world. So this is a diagram you can say for the Wi-Fi security conceptual. This is a Wi-Fi security conceptual representation, which includes the internet, and we have an access point where it includes the router, and then it wirelessly connects to users, which may they use in their phones, laptops, and many more. And there may be a wireless attacks, which can be shown in the image or in the slide. So Wi-Fi protocol overview. Wi-Fi security protocols are essential for protecting wireless networks from unauthorized access and ensuring data integrity and confidentiality. The evolution of these protocols reflects the growing need for stronger security measures to combat emerging threats. Wide Equivalent Privacy, WEP, introduced in 1997. WEP as the first security protocol for wireless networks designed to provide a levels of security comparable to wired networks. However, it employed weak encryption methods and static keys, making it vulnerable to various attacks, including key cracking. Then Wi-Fi protected access. Above was a Wi-Fi equivalent privacy. Now it wide equivalent privacy. Now it is Wi-Fi protected access. So launched Wi-Fi protected access, which is launched in 2003 as a response to WP vulnerabilities. WP introduced the temporal key integrity protocol KIT, TKIP for dynamic key management and a message integrity check MIC to prevent data tampering. Although WPA improved security, it still need limitations, particularly regarding this vulnerability to dictionary attacks. Wi-Fi Protected Access 2, that is WPA2, released in 2004, WPA2 becomes the standard for Wi-Fi security and mandated the use of advanced encrypted standards, AES, for stronger encryption. WPA2 addressed many of these weaknesses of its predecessors, but will still susceptible to attacks like the key reinstallations attack, that is KRAC. Then Wi-Fi Protected Access 3, introduced in 2018, WPA3 aims to enhance security further by incorporating features such as simultaneous authentication of equals SAE. Next, which provides better protection against password guessing attacks. WPA3 also offers improved security for open networks and ensures forward secrecy, making it a robust choice for modern wireless communications. Each protocol in the Wi-Fi security evolution reflects a response to the vulnerabilities identified in earlier versions, underscoring the ongoing need for vigilance and adoption in securing wireless networks against increasingly sophisticated threats. So these are the Wi-Fi security protocols, which include three or four. That is, first one is wired equivalent privacy, and the second is Wi-Fi protected access (WPA), and the second is also same, but the second Wi-Fi protected access 2 ETS, that is WPA2, and third one is same, the Wi-Fi protected access 3 WPA. So the only difference between 2, 3, 4 I have, which includes the number WPA is 1 and WPA2 is 2 and WPA3 is 3. Next, wild equivalent privacy. which means wire equivalent privacy was the first security protocol designed to protect against wireless local area networks. Introduced in 1997 of the IEEE 802.11 standard, it aimed to provide a level of security comparable to that of wire networks by utilizing either 40-bit or 104 encrypted keys to encrypt data transmit over the air. Additionally, WEP employed a cyclic redundancy check CRC32 to ensure a data integrity. However, WEP. So additionally, WP employed a cyclic redundancy check, that is CRC32, to ensure data integrity. However, WP is severely flawed. It is used of static keys, making it vulnerable to brute force attacks. This protocol weaknesses also permit replay attacks as it lacks robust mechanisms to prevent intercepted packets from being reused due to the critical vulnerabilities. WP is no longer considered secure and has been phased out in favor of more robust protocols of WPA and WPA2, which offers stronger encryption and dynamic key management to better safeguard wireless communications. So this is the internet legitimate user and attacker. So how an attacker attacks between the internet and the user using that internet. So this is how it is used, and there be legitimate users internet which has a victim router in between. An attacker intercepts the communication between the legitimate user and the router or the router. Transition to Wi-Fi protected access WPA. The transition of Wi-Fi protected access WPA in 2003 made a significant improvement in wireless security, addressing the vulnerabilities of wired equivalent privacy developed by the Wi-Fi Alliance. WPA implemented the temporal key integrity protocol, which dynamically generated new encryption keys for each data packet, thereby mitigating the key issues that WPA faced. This innovation made it applicably or considerably more difficult for attackers to intercept and decrypt the sensitive data. Additionally, WPA introduced a message integrity check (MIC) to protect against unauthorized alterations of transmitting packets. However, WPA still had vulnerabilities such as susceptibility to dictionary attacks. Overall, WPA served as critical stepping stone toward strong security measures, ultimately leading to development of WPA2, which employing advanced encryption standard AES for enhancing protection. Wi-Fi security standards timeline. So 1997, it uses 802.11 ratification wired equivalent privacy. In 2003, it shifted to Wi-Fi protected access, and in 2004, it is Wi-Fi protected access 2, and 2018, it is Wi-Fi protected access 3. That is WPA 3. WPA2, the standardization. Wi-Fi Protected Access 2 was introduced in 2004 as a mandatory security protocol for Wi-Fi networking, marketing a significant advancements in the wireless security, building on its predecessors. WPA2 implemented the advanced encryption standards for encryption, replacing the less secure temporal key integrity protocol, TKIP. The shift provides a much higher level of security due to AES complex algorithms and longer key lengths. Despite this enhancements, WPA is not without vulnerabilities. In 2017, a critical flaw known as a key reinstallation attack was discovered, which exploited weakness in the four-way handshake process, allowing attackers to decrypt data in transit. This incident underscored the importance of the regular updating security protocols and firmware to maintain a secure wireless environment. Overall, WPA2 established a critical standard for wireless security, providing robust protections while highlighting the ongoing challenges in the secure wireless communication that is to evolving threats. The last evolution, that is WPA3, Wi-Fi Protected Access 3, introduced in 2018, represents the latest advancement in wireless security, enhancing protect against the vulnerabilities found in its predecessor WPA and WPA2. One of its key features is simultaneous authentication of equals SAE, which improves password-based authentication and mitigates the risk of offline dictionary attacks, making it much harder for attackers to guess passwords. Additionally, WPA3 enhanced security for open networks to opportunistic wireless encryption (OWE), which encrypts data without requiring a password, thereby protecting users from eavesdropping. It also incorporates forward secrecy to ensure that session key remain confidential even if a long key is compromised, along with simplified onboarding for a new device via Wi-Fi Easy Connect. While WPA3 marks significant step forward in security wireless communication, challenges remain regarding its adoption and complex compatibility with existing devices. So this is a comparison between the WEP, WPA, WPA2, and WPA3. They are compared on the basis of release year, encryption, session key, authentication, level of security weakness. That you can see, WPA 1997 RC 464 by 128-bit data, WPA is 128-bit, etc. And the weaknesses are insecure encryption, easily exploited by hackers. That is WP, and WPA is weakly encrypted compatibility issues, and WPA2 vulnerable to key installation attack. WPA3 it's complex deployment. So the key security challenges over time are WPA highlighted the need for more robust authentication and encryption methods. WPA utilized advanced encryption strategies and CCMP, significantly increasing security. And weak encryption and reliance on static keys made WPA vulnerable to encryption, interception, and disk decryption. Introduced of TKP for dynamic key management, improved security in WPA. So these are also the key security channels over them. WP introduced features like simultaneous authentication of C equals, SE, and forward secrecy, improving overall security. So continuous evolution of wireless technologies present new security threats, necessitating regular updates and improvements to protocols. Current threat landscape are this: growing prevalence of rogue access points that mimic legitimate networks, leading to man in the middle attacks and the interception; increasing sophistication, cyber attacks targeting Wi-Fi networks, including advanced precision attacks and targeted phishing attacks; the rising of Wi-Fi eavesdropping, where attackers intercept data packets transmitted over unsecurely or poorly secured networks. So, exploiting of outdated security protocols still in use, providing attackers with easier access to networks; threats from public Wi-Fi networks, where users are at risk for data theft and exposure due to insecure connections; the emergence of new security threats as technologies evolve, necessitating continuous monitoring and adoption of security models. So best practices for Wi-Fi security are this: regular update on the firmware of Wi-Fi routers and access points to protect against vulnerabilities, change default usernames and passwords from the routers. So 5 ways to secure the Wi-Fi networks are: use encryption methods, activate router firewall, protect service state identifier, utilize virtual private networks, deploy wireless security software. So these are the future trends in the Wi-Fi security, increased adoption of WPA and ongoing improvements and wireless security. So these are future trends in cybersecurity: zero trust security, contained security, cloud security, SG security, blockchain security, application security, quantum security. So the conclusion is that in the conclusion, the evolution of Wi-Fi security protocols reflects the ongoing needs to address emerging threats and vulnerabilities in an increasingly connected world. And in each iteration has brought improvements to data protection and use privacy, and updating firmware regularly and implementing lowest access control. Looking ahead, the focus will continue to the shift toward integrating the technologies, artificial intelligence, securing IT devices, and adopting zero trust security models to create more resilient wireless environment. By stating proactive and informed about the latest trends and practices in the Wi-Fi security, using can better protect their networks from potential breaches and ensure safer connectivity. So yeah, this is my AAT Tech Talk, AAT Tech Talk for cyber security. So yeah, thank you.